General Greene. Listen to that song, Like a Rhinestone Cowboy. Listen to that today. That's the funniest song. I love that song. I got major news for you today, too. A major news announcement. But first, God bless everybody. It's a Sabbath. So please take time with your friends and family today. Open up your Bibles. Go to church. Hug your loved ones. Take some rest. Even God took rest. Make sure you do that. But I thought I would just give you a message of encouragement today and hope. We've been having a really good time out here in Phoenix, visiting some family, having a blast. You saw our episode that I posted with Donut, the Illuminati Donut, yesterday. And I've got major news. The launch of the digital Noah's Ark blockchain is coming imminently. It is coming imminently, ladies and gentlemen. I am super stoked about that. But I want to provide some encouragement today. You are the only self-limiting factor in your own life. And it is important that you understand this fundamental truth. You tuning in are the only self-limiting factor to your success. Stop thinking in scarcity when God is in abundance. Stop thinking limiting when God provides everything. Stop thinking small when it's whole heck of a lot easier to think big. The secret is there's plenty of abundance out there. There is plenty of prosperity. There is plenty of opportunity. Every single challenge that you have in your life is the opportunity to rise. And I'll tell you a story that's close to my heart, as many of you know. When I lost my brother Cody, my father and I, Papa John, could have chosen to be depressed. We could have chosen to succumb to that fear, that loneliness. We could have said things like, you know what, we've been wronged. We could have quit. We could have done nothing. Or we could have chosen something else. And what we did choose is not only the path to God and the path to His greatness, but we chose to rise. We chose to actually show courage in darkness. We chose to glorify my brother. We chose to glorify God and do something great, which is exactly what we've done. TheIslandProject.com, the digital Noah's Ark, is the #1 investment in the world with no bank debt. We own properties now all over, soon to be all over the world. 10 to 12 in the best real estate locations in Maui and Oahu. I am set to close on property 4 and 5, all cash. All of these properties are being tokenized on a multi-billion-dollar blockchain, and we are rising to the moon at this very moment, along with all of you tuning in. We've onboarded hundreds and hundreds, soon to be maybe even thousands of investors as a part of islandproject.com. You see every single day I post new members that have joined the digital Noah's Ark. And why are people doing this? Why are people joining the best investment in the world? Well, number one, the banks are collapsing. In fact, that was the major story that just broke last night. I don't know if you caught it. You see, the scam that is the central bank and the Federal Reserve always announces the bank closures and the bank runs and the failures on a Friday. So we had a major Philadelphia bank just collapse to zero. Billions and billions of dollars liquidated. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-0. Assets frozen. FDIC has to come with a bailout, which they can do now. But will they be able to do that when more banks fail? When that FDIC fake insurance runs out that barely covers just 1.5% of all total deposits? I'm not taking that risk. You see, islandproject.com is a no bank debt investment with high cash flows, large capital gains potential, but it's also being tokenized on a multi-billion-dollar blockchain, which means you, all of my members, with strictly just a minimum, $30K minimum investment. You do not have to be accredited. I built this for the everyman. I built this for the non-accredited average person, man and woman and families that we have onboarded. You can now own beachfront, oceanfront, high yielding condominiums. You can actually use them part of the year, which is super cool, instead of staying at a hotel. And in addition to large capital gains, a soon to be $100 million plus portfolio value on its own as property values continue to skyrocket, hyperinflation continues, the central bank scam continues to manipulate interest rates and spend too much debt and fund all these wars. In addition to all that, all of my members, when we launch, receive tokens. They receive the next Bitcoin. You receive the next 1000x. You know, the reason why I made so much money in Bitcoin, all glory to God, and in crypto, and I'm still a major player in that space and investor. I teach entire courses around. I have the largest course in the world, bitcoinrich.com, and also islandprojectclub.com. But the reason for that success is because I was a first mover. I always tell you that the early bird gets the worm, that consistency is more important than talent. Consistency is more important than good looks. Your mindset is critical to your success. The things that you think about become your reality. The inputs that you put into your life directly affect the output. This comes to your spirituality. This comes to God. This comes to health. This comes to your relationships. This comes to your money. This comes to everything, your faith. That mindset is critical to everything you do on a daily basis. And I want you to think about this for a minute, because people always ask me, Christopher, what can I do for free today to change my life? How do I go from 0 to 1, which is one of my most influential books, written by Peter Thiel, which, by the way, my income 10x'd after reading it. It's a great learning lesson on how to be a VC and venture capital design, which I actually used part of that philosophy for the rise of islandproject.com in decentralized, revolutionary, guerrilla warfare tactics that have been implemented to combat the system in John Connor fashion. For all of you tuning in, using the power of alternative media designed, made by all of you ballers out there over the last decade or so that I've been doing this. Something that we were talking about on camera with Donut yesterday. Like a rhinestone cowboy. That song's really interesting. He talks about like compromising a little bit on his journey in the rain, but that getting to his destination was very important to him. And my wife kind of jokes. She's like, Christopher, you're kind of like the rhinestone cowboy. You're the guy riding you're the digital cowboy. That's what my dad calls me. He says, Christopher, you're the digital cowboy. You're riding in, you've got like diamonds, on your wrist, and you're kind of flashy and avant-garde and eccentric, but it works. And by the way, don't listen to your critics. We'll talk about that as well. Somebody actually commented yesterday, said, Christopher, if you were really for the people, and you were really about charity, you wouldn't drive a Lambo. That's what they said. I thought about it for like half a second and then replied, no, that's actually why I drive a Lamborghini. That's why I have 13 Jeeps. That's why I have a $100,000 Rolex, is because that's how I provide charity. That's how I change the world. That's how I impact cash flows for my members and my investors. That's how I change your life. That's how I tokenize billions and billions of dollars. That's how I've become the Christian billionaire mindset, along with all of you, that's changing the entire world, because all those things, like a rhinestone cowboy, are just tools. They're tools that God provides for your success and prosperity. Again, money isn't evil, the worship of it is. Money's just money. Can't take it with you. There's far more important things. But in this life and in this journey, in order to be great, not sell yourself short, in order to just not live an average, disappointing life where you disappoint yourself, but more importantly, God, why not use every tool that He's provided in your journey to your own success and your prosperity to achieve every single dream that you've ever desired? Which is why you should have a Lamborghini. You should have a Learjet if that's what you want. You should have a yacht. You should have high cash flows. You should employ hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Your investment should skyrocket. Everything about your life should 1000x. You should be in a loving relationship with your significant other. You should have a lot of children. You should be baptized in the blood of Jesus Christ. You should do all of these wonderful, amazing things so you can provide charity. So then you can do the big things that God designed you to do. So I'm looking at more real estate. I'm popping in a couple wonderful investment surprises for all of you tuning in this year. We'll be closing on an amazing ski lodge in Park City, Utah, which you guys are going to love. I've been back a couple times. You saw me there over the winter time. Amazing. For those of you that don't know, Deer Valley is expanding crazily this year and the next couple of years. The entire mountain is tripling in size. So they're opening up this entirely new ski area. There's a bunch of new condos, new resorts coming in. Massive. So again, why are you setting a self-limiting factor in your own life when you can drive the Lamborghini, if that's what you want? Why are you telling yourself that you can't do it? Why are you saying things like, you're not worthy? Why are you telling yourself that you can't get the girl? Why are you telling yourself that you can't start the business? Why are you telling yourself that you can't put your finger in the ignition? Why are you selling yourself short? It makes no sense. You see, society, as we were talking about yesterday, is designed to trick you, to make you think that you can't do it. You've been institutionalized into a slave ship where they've forced you to become a cog in the wheel instead of really press your finger on the ignition and go 1000 freaking X. It's all a mindset shift, ladies and gentlemen. People ask me all the time, Christopher, how did you do it? How did you get rich? How did you go from broke? How did you go from 0 to 1? How did you do it in such a short period of time? How do you have stars on your roof now? How do you own 13 Jeeps? How do you have multi-million-dollar properties all around, soon to be all around the world? Thailand booyah, Thailand booyah. We're going to Asia. Learjets are fired up, ladies and gentlemen, making all the members freaking diamond nuts rich, because that's the philosophy. I'm not here to please everybody. Heck, I'm not even here to be popular. I'm here to make you rich and tell you the truth. I'm here to have you go 1000 Lamborghini X. I'm here so that you can live the life to your true potential. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is most people are weak. Most people don't think they can do it. Most people are very self-limiting. Most people cuck themselves. We see it all the time. We see how people are. We see how they succumb to peer pressure, what their friends tell them, what the media says, maybe even the government. We see how they get wrapped up into politics, negativity, no answers at all. Backing out right now, so got to be a little careful as I'm popping out here. I'm going to bring out the sunroof here in a minute. So hey, I'm looking at some great properties today. Brand new, very exclusive condos. I'm not going to tell you the location because, well, I don't want to give up the strategic advantage, but that's where I'm headed right now. Going to be sick. Backing out here in a minute. Why would you allow these people to control you? Why would you not provide and access a solution? Why would you not get in and democratize fashion when you can't lose, when we have principal protection of Island Project's portfolio? Do realize when you become a member, you own the diversified 12 properties debt-free for the rest of your life. This is a legacy asset. There's tax advantages. We pay you every single year with a check. You can sell part of your units like a share of stock in the future, buy another house, buy another investment. Our token launch, when you get your tokens, a simple 30X makes you a millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, you can take it anywhere in the world in your private wallet. There's, again, no downside risk at all. Why would you not do that? You know, when you buy a regular crypto backed by nothing, not tokenized on a blockchain that doesn't have a real asset attached to it, there's going to be a lot of volatility. It can go to zero, as we've seen with meme tokens and other things that are backed by nothing. But real world assets, they're only going up. Even Jamie Dimon, who I don't like at all, I think that guy's a con, has said that the number one use case for blockchain is real estate. Well, how about them apples, Jamie Dimon? Hoorah! 1776, of course. And guess who built it first? The general, on your behalf. We're closing the doors very, very soon. It is your last opportunity to get in and change your life permanently. You have every opportunity to onboard now simply by giving Papa John a call at 808-442-2934. That's 808-442-2934. And instead of waiting for a callback, because we've had record-breaking funding rates already, and we have very few limited slots left. And instead of waiting to leave the voicemail and the text message, why don't you just go straight to the members tab at islandproject.com, put your key in the ignition, and decide today with the mindset 1000x shift, you're going to be successful, that you will change your life, that God has empowered you for greatness, just like he's empowered me with all the tools that I have in service to him as a servant, as the general of the kingdom of God, where there is no self-limiting factor. It's only diamond nuts, and it's only 1000x, and it's only going to the moon, and it is only success. You're not here to please everybody. You're going to have your critics. You're going to have family members that don't even like you. You're going to have friends that are going to tell you things like you're going to fail. You're going to have people. That's one thing that I saw were critics say things like, oh, well, that's a scam. That's not work. As I stack houses and guide for employees, I'm able to give them insurance, create income. I'm able to do such amazing things on a daily basis, not because it's of me, it's because it's of God. So why don't people understand this? Why are people so limiting in their minds? Why don't people know the secret? Well, it's not their fault. Again, you've been lied to your entire life. That's what people don't understand. Everything that you're seeing in your schools, in the media, from the official sources isn't real. They've designed it so you're a cog, so you're not rich. We did the opposite with islandproject.com. The digital Noah's Ark, commanded by God, is designed to empower you and make you wealthy. It is designed to protect your assets from collapsing multi-billion-dollar failed banks like First Republic and Silvergate in Silicon Valley. It's designed to protect you from deep state scams funded by George Soros. People like whoever that other cuck was over at FTX that I never recommended. My schools are designed to make you millionaires, which many of you have become. Deca-millionaires, centimillionaires, who knows, maybe the next billionaire. My real estate properties are meant to empower your life, to generate income, the cash flows, the hard-hitting gains, the 1000xing of the blockchain as we blockchainify everything we're doing worldwide, so you can live your freaking dream, so you can travel, so you can become a part of our ecosystem. Because so many of you are selling yourself short, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know what it's like to live in a $15 million home. You've never experienced it. You've never tasted it. And I'll tell you, it's not that big of a deal, but it is a tool in your mindset, in that shift to your next reality. Like, honest, fake reality. I live in a fake reality. People told me that none of this would ever be possible. They told me, Christopher, you'll be broke. You shouldn't take that risk. Your ideas are too crazy. You're too insane. You say things that are not allowed to be said. You're not allowed to do it. Well, I've only learned, as many of you have, that that's the exact opposite of the hardcore reality truth. One reason people self-limit others, one reason people are telling you that you can't make it is because of themselves, because they're weak, because they didn't make it, because they sold themselves short, because they never took the risk, because they let themselves age without even trying. My goal for all of you tuning in is at the very least you try. And as I've said before, if you're not taking big risks now, you will lose to hyperinflation, which is like 20% a year. You will get your butt kicked by the government. You will be sent to egregious wars in Ukraine, in Israel. Who knows? Your kids might even be defending Taiwan at some point. And it had nothing to do with NATO at all. Like, gosh knows when the next lockdown is, guys. Did you see there's the bird flu? Oh yeah, the bird flu is coming next, guys. The next scare tactic. The next fear-mongering campaign. Well, you know what? I say you become a part of the solution of your own life. I say you get freaking rich. I say you tell these people to take a hike. I say you ignore your critics. I say you join the winning team, the All-Americana, the All-American. I say you join Papa John Diamond Nuts Sr. I say you join the General 1000 freaking X. I say you step into the Lambo of your own life. I say you grow some freaking diamond nuts. I say you grow some diamond ovaries. I say you freaking get in now to the moon and beyond. So I'm looking at property. I'll be cutting more footage. Donna and I will be doing some collabs. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to focus on the road. And again, put my pedal to the metal in a non-self-driving car going 200 miles per hour down the freaking freeway because, again, it's all a fake freaking reality. Wake up. Your life is what you make it. You have tremendous power through God, through the Lord. You must understand that truth. I am here to bring you the truth. I am not of this world. I am from the other side. I am from the King himself. I am from Jesus along with you. And we've broken the matrix. We've broken the freaking paradigm. Links below. islandproject.com. Step into the Lambo along with me today of the best investment in the world. That's islandproject.com. Read our terms and disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. On board now. See if you qualify. Simple 30-unit minimum gets you, and you own all of our prized real estate simply with your first investment. I have members now that have onboarded up to 1,000 units, making them Diamond Nuts millionaires already. 500 units from the Cron family just came in Oahu, Booyah. The Gingrich family just came in. You just saw that picture posted. So many more of you. Linda, just spoke with you and your beautiful family. You asked so many amazing questions, Linda. God bless you. You were so amazing from North Carolina, asking me about the legacy nature of the investment, how it works, when the cash flows are paid. You know, that's how I know, because I interview all my members and investors probably more than you're interviewing me. Because I want to know if you're smart enough to understand what you're actually doing, how simple it actually is, how there is no downside but only upside, how your capital is protected in a new bank outside of the banks and capital controls and CBDCs. I want to see if you're smart enough to know that my Christian team has designed the world-class best investment on your behalf before I sign the docs and even let you in, which you must understand. Not everybody's getting in. I'm being highly selective now that our funding rate has eclipsed our major benchmark. I've only got a few spots left. So get in. Don't hesitate. Regulate, baby. Remember, that was a pretty good song. I love you. I'll be showing you these great properties a little later. I played a beautiful round of golf with my son, Austin. Dude, just like the video for this, hit his first birdie, for crying out loud, yesterday. And a par. I took him out to dinner. Got a huge steak dinner. My son loves Wagyu. I know it's high taste, but he loves it. Loves it on the hot rock. So we got that, just to celebrate an amazing day. Because again, your life is short. Your life is short, guys. There's no guarantee you got tomorrow. That there is no risk when there's no guarantee of what happens next. You don't know when the next lockdown's gonna come. Hey, for those of you in retirement years, How many of you thought you were going to Europe in these places? You're like, oh, we're going to go to Europe in 2020. I finally retired. I'm 80 years old. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. We're going to go to the Amalfi Coast. And then what did the government do? No, you can't. You're locked in your house. Travel restrictions. Throw a mask on your face. Why are you playing it safe? If you play it safe, I'm telling you straight up, you freaking lose every single time. Danger makes you free. The 1000X makes you a winner. Being bold, pushing the pedal to the metal. That's the Diamond Nuts attitude. Stop being weak. Stop being self-limiting. Have courage. Always choose courage and faith over fear. Always choose hope over not being hopeful. Always choose healing over sickness. Always choose Christ's glory over everything else in this fallen and dark world. And let me help you. More importantly, let my team, let my dad, let Papa John help you. We are here to help. I have dedicated my life to your success, and I don't take it lightly. So put your pedal to the metal. Get in to your mental Lamborghini. Get into a real one. Get into the Learjets we'll soon be buying as we travel all over the world. Thailand Booyah is going to be sick this year. Freaking sick. Amazing. So you can get so much more for your money in Thailand Booyah. Wait until you see the property we'll be buying over there. Thing's a mega mansion. Full-time staff for all the members come in. Have a drink, club soda, iced tea, whatever you like. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your freaking life. Why would you buy a stupid stock or another investment when you can't enjoy it? Why would you buy fake paper wealth or put your money in a bank earning zero when you could actually have some fun in your freaking life? Why would you drive a Pinto when you could drive a freaking Lambo? Who freaking cares? Like, again, if the Pinto got the job done for what I was building, I'd have 5 of them. But name me one Pinto that's going to be the tool that's going to allow me to make you freaking rich. Again, they're all tools. It's all a mindset freaking shift. It's all diamond nutting. By the way, huge opportunities in crypto, Bitcoin. I'm going to do major reports on that at the club very soon, islandprojectclub.com. I'll be doing that. Bitcoin's going to the freaking moon, 2 to 3x, 150, 250K later this year. I got a couple new picks I'm eyeballing as well. I'm going to let you know about there privately because I don't say everything publicly, guys. I don't have to, and I don't want to. Because again, we're not trying to onboard everybody. I'm not trying to be popular to the world. No, we built the digital Noah's Ark for you. We build it for you that can see the truth, that know the light, that are doing something positive with your life, that aren't self-limiting, but when you put the Island Project hat on, your mindset shifts into an altered reality where you've broken from the matrix and you see things different for the first time that you've never seen before. Instead of driving down the street in a Pinto, you're driving in a freaking Lambo, because that's your mind. Your mind is a freaking weapon. Your soul is a weapon for Jesus and Christ and your success and your relationships and your business and your health and your wellness and your joy. Do not allow this world to steal your freaking joy. You honor the Sabbath today. You appreciate what God has given you. You treat yourself as a temple, as the diamond nuts, the diamond ovaries for you beautiful ladies out there. Grow your own food, homeschool your own kids, build your own ecosystems like islandproject.com, change the freaking world, and more importantly, save freaking souls. I love you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Those are freaking odds. to the freaking XBB! To the freaking moon! Links below. I'll add them in a minute. Call Papa John.